You are listening to Dilemmas with Jess, Ellis, and today I have Rory Douglas-Speed. For people that watch Hollyoaks, he is Joel in Hollyoaks. He's the sexy priest with a bright blonde hair. So thank you so much for coming to do this for us today. For anyone that doesn't watch Hollyoaks or doesn't know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm from Scotland, you can probably tell. It feels like I'm on blind date or something. I'm Rory, I'm 26 and I'm from Scotland.
You're definitely having a date with me, Rory. I think Nadine would be a little bit...
Really intense across the table.
But how long have you been in Hollyoaks for?
2 years.
My God, time flies when you're having fun.
It really has flown in. Quite scared. I've aged terribly as well. Well,
you are a bit of a hit with the ladies, Rory, I would say.
On what planet?
Oh my God, I've seen grown women drop to their knees.
I don't know, that's news to me. Yeah.
So you've been to my house a lot of times before.
I have indeed.
And you know that I like to play games.
Okay.
So to start everything off, I like to play a little game. And I've picked this game. I've also done this game with Daisy. I think I'm going to do it with a lot of people because it's really fun.
Okay.
But I picked this game for you because you love sweeties.
As a diabetic man,
yeah,
I love sweets.
I've never seen a diabetic eat more sweets or chocolate.
It's true.
So I've got a game of double dares for you. Okay, I'm gonna get it. Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
So I played this with Daisy. So don't worry, I'm gonna do it with you. But I'm just gonna read these out for anyone that didn't listen to that episode. Okay, so we either have watermelon or snot, cola or cat food, caramel or snail, blueberry or toothpaste, which I think. Is that a bad one?
That's all right, that, isn't it?
So I'm going to say, for this game, you're not allowed to pick a blue. Strawberry or fresh blood, weird.
Strange.
Or lemon or rotten cheese. So I'm going to pick one, cola or cat food. What have you got?
I don't know, but it's brown.
Oh my God, I think you've got the same. So, so after 3, we're going to do it, okay?
I'm sweating. Right, okay.
Right, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh my God. That tastes like beef. What's yours?
Yeah.
Rory has just gone off into the kitchen. Oh my God, that is disgusting.
Oh my.
Take a drink of your gin. Wait.
Oh my.
Was that cat food?
It tasted like
What
it tasted like a cold Frey Bento's pie. Have you ever had one of those pies that you stick in the oven? In the metal dish.
Yeah, Michael loves the Frentos pie.
What?
Didn't you, Michael?
It tastes like a cold... Oh, I can still taste it.
Yeah, that was not nice. So, Rory.
Yes.
I'm going to go straight into one of our dilemmas.
Let's do it, right,
okay. Okay, Rory. Michael, could you keep it down there with your little Call of Duty cries out?
Is that what that was?
Yeah, he went, no.
I thought he was coming down with the flu.
Oh, you laughed because you... That is... very disturbing. Okay, right, you ready to go into our next dilemma? Also, I just need to point out to you, I have not seen these dilemmas before. They're on a folded piece of paper, so it is the first time that I'm looking at them as well. Okay, so this is Craig, 25 from Belfast. I had to stop myself from doing the accent because...
I nearly did it there.
Yeah, because I've done it on this podcast and proven that I'm a shit actor.
Go on, give us your best one.
Hi, now, Brankai, Belfast.
Oh dear, are you still looking for work?
So terrible. Only cast me in anything Manchester-based. Thank you.
Right, okay.
Okay, so swiftly moving on before I lose my career.
Edit that out.
My girlfriend wants to move in together, but I love living with the lads. The question is this: how long can I hold it off before I absolutely have to bite the bullet? We're about to hit our 6 months anniversary.
Oh.
I guess, when does he have to bite the bullet? I'd be fucked off if anyone said that about moving in with me.
I can.
If Michael went, when do I have to bite the bullet before I move in with her?
Well, I mean, to be honest, we can knit that one right away and saying, if you're saying bite the bullet 6 months in, don't fucking do it.
Get out while you can.
Yeah, move on. Who was it? What was the name of the guy that sent it in?
Sorry. Craig. He's 25. You're not 18, Craig.
I feel sorry for 25.
He's 25. How old are you, Rory?
I'm 26.
Oh my God, again, I forget that I'm old and you're young.
Yeah, I'm 25, bite the bullet, move in with the missus 6 months.
Don't you think it should be something that
get out, clearly. If either, That's
do you think
dreadful.
it should be something that you're like? Was you and Nadine lived together, don't you? And was that something you were excited to do? I mean, I've heard there was a certain someone that made you move in together.
Sort of Jess, Ellis said we should do. We moved in. That was fit. I think we moved in after about 10 or 11 months, which that's quite early. Right.
Yeah, because me and Michael
6
moved
months,
in after about 2 weeks, which is
I
completely mental.
I know, that's crazy.
And so not what I'd never lived with a boy that wasn't gay. Also, like, I was that kind of person that was like, what, you met them 2 weeks ago, they've already moved in. Crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
You know what? Like, as a phone up for that, we were all very surprised at that.
Yeah.
I think.
But
it's worked out very well, and we're all very, very happy.
Oh, thank you. But also, I think my age was on my side as well.
But never at one point, I don't think you've ever said, oh, better bite the bullet and move in with Michael.
Could you imagine?
I mean, I heard him say it.
Better bite the bullet and move. I think Michael was like, I'm moving in with Bob. He wasn't thinking about me.
You just didn't even give it a chance.
Side note to you two, like, you moved in after that amount of time, but also you were kind of like, the reason that I told you to move in was because I was like, you two are being ridiculous. You're paying rent for two places when you're basically... I mean, it's a different scenario for us because we're all living... When we had the job in Hollyoaks, we're located in a location that's not our own.
Yeah.
So we've all had to get these kind of flats and houses and...
It's digs, basically, isn't it? Yeah. And it made absolute sense. So we'd seen each other almost every night, every day at work. Yeah. And you said, get a place together. What's the point?
It saves money, doesn't it? But, like, for this guy, like, who also, like, why... Have you ever lived with boys? Have you ever lived with anyone before? Any boys?
Yeah,
or anything?
I used to. When I studied in Edinburgh, and I stayed in a flat with my best pal, Greg, for 2 years, and I also had a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
I stay about an hour away from Edinburgh, so it was a bit of a travel and stuff. But I stayed with him, and this is the first girl I've stayed with.
Did you like living with a bot?
With Greg? Yeah, do you know what? It was ace, man. But see if it was like 2 or 3 guys, I think it'd be different, because I'm a bit of a clean freak, right?
But also you kind of get your fill of it, don't you? Especially if you've got to the age of 25. Like, obviously it's not.
I'm talking. I was 18 to 20 or whatever.
I did
16,
it. I did it all before I lived here.
25, living with the boys, and that just seemed. I
think it's fine. It's fine, but like, haven't you had your fill of that? And also, like, just because you move in with someone doesn't mean that you can't go out with the lads or have a lads' night or whatever. It just means that you'll...
Yeah, it sounds as if his life's about to end. Like, death by firing squad.
I need to bite the bullet and move in with her.
And like,
also,
it's game over.
Putting pressure on that as well, like, by the sounds of it.
We don't know. Again, there's not much context to this one, is there?
I'm going to say, for me, this is my opinion. If you're not excited to move in with this person, then don't fucking do it.
Don't do it, because then there's another dilemma at hand. You do it, you're not entirely convinced by the idea anyway, and then when you actually do it and you make the jump, and 6 months into actually staying with each other, you realise, I genuinely don't like this person. The dilemma is, how do I tell her? How do I break it to her?
Well, I mean, I guess that moving in and holidays... Michael,
yeah, because you spend so much time.
That noise, it's beeping. It's the controller. Can you stop it? I don't know how you do it. But yeah, for me, like, in answer to his dilemma, if you're saying a line like, and we picked up on this from the beginning, bite the bullet, then don't do it. You want to be excited to buy those pots and pans from Argos.
And do you know what? Actually, like, think of it. This is 6 months.
Yeah.
And that's honeymoon period. Yeah. Right? That's everything's great.
Well, actually, I think that 6 months is the make or break point.
Oh.
So you've had 6 months of honeymoon, and then I was talking about this to a friend the other day, that 6 months is you either make it past 6 months or you don't. Yeah. Because you've had that loveliness, and then you start to get into reality. Because actually living with someone is very exciting at first, but actually it's very mundane. Especially when you get into a routine of things sometimes. It can be like
that's true.
Work, washing, food. It can get like that.
I mean, God forbid. I mean, I make you speak nonsense. I think me and Nadine have been going out now, like, must be a year and a half, maybe just over a year and a half, right? I still think I'm possibly in the honeymoon period, so that's news to me.
I think you definitely are.
That's news to me.
I've seen it.
You know,
social media's seen it.
It is what it is. But I think if you're saying something that's 6 months, then you're absolutely right.
No,
if it's make or break, that's
yeah,
broken.
I do
That's
think.
been broken.
Yeah,
for
I
a
do
while.
think. I don't mean that like after that 6 months you stop being like lovey-dovey and stuff like that. I just mean that at the 6 months point, I think that is a big thing of like, are we going to do this for the long term or are we not?
Do you know that's a good point.
Because you spent 6 months. It's a relatively. It's half a year. You've had a good time. Like, is this for keeps or was that just a fun 6 months?
Yeah.
And for me, it sounds like he wants to go and
Yeah,
shack
they've
up with
clearly
his mates.
they've got different ideas. She's buzzing off it. He's not. He doesn't want to do it. 6 months in, he needs to bite a bullet. I think you should ditch the relationship.
Find someone that does both.
Yes.
Rory, we're next. We're ready for. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you know what? To be
She's
fair,
on to number 3.
Yeah.
The Ginny monster has got my brain entangled.
That's the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard you say.
Okay, so our next dilemma. Oh my God, this is absolutely brilliant. I love it when people put this because this is someone that does not want anyone to know. This is from Anonymous from somewhere.
Surely not. That's a fix. Right?
Anonymous from somewhere.
Is that their actual? Is that their name on?
You know, when I just read that, I just imagine, you know, that when they do that off lighting on the camera and it's someone shade their face,
blood face,
and they've got like glasses and they're like, "Hello, my name's so and from," and you're like, "Who is that?"
A crime documentary and they don't want to be known.
But I'm like, I'm sure I could tell someone from their silhouette. Anyway. Well, here's from Anonymous. I'm a twin. Ooh, twins.
Oh, I'm a twin.
Yeah, my mum's a twin.
Oh.
Twins are fucking weird.
Strange
anyway,
people.
Side note. And it's crazy how similar we are with everything. She wants to audition for X Factor, but she's a really bad singer. I can say that because I am. Everyone else is encouraging her to do it. Should I tell her that she's shit to save her embarrassment on national television?
Wow. Right.
I feel like this is a great one for you, Rory, because like I just couldn't imagine.
I wouldn't know what to say. To
Yeah,
her.
how would you, like? Are you like? What's your relationship like with your twin?
I've got having a twin is cracking, right? When you're growing up, it's a nightmare. It is.
Yeah, because my mum's an identical twin, and she's and they're both girls, obviously.
See, I get that a lot. I say I've got a twin. They go, "You're identical," and I go, "No, she's a woman." She's cutting about my beard.
Yeah, because the misconception, I like to say that I only know this because obviously, like, identical twins is a freak of nature, so it's one egg that splits into two. Yeah.
No.
You know that, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What? Are you joking?
No, I knew something like that.
And then, obviously, non-identical twins is two separate eggs. Hence the reason. Well, you can get boys and girls that are non-identical, but obviously, hence the reason a boy and a girl separate because, I don't think it would really work if it's split into two.
Yeah.
So I know that there's always kind of like, this isn't always a rule, but there's always one twin growing up that doesn't mind being a twin, but the other one resents it. Whereas, so my mum didn't mind it, but my auntie hated it. She really wanted to like.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't say I minded it. It's actually
it's
all right.
They look exactly the same and they're the same.
See, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you hear stories about identical twins and you don't know whether to believe it or not, but things that they go to different classes and they pull tricks on teachers.
Yeah, they are. They're weird. Like my mum got in situations where like someone pulled up once on the side of the road and was like, get in. She was at a bus stop, like, get in, and she was like, I don't know you, and he was like, just get in, and then ended up getting really angry with her, and then it came out.
The only time I struggled with having a twin was like, a lot of the time we were in the same classes, same group of friends, at high school, when things get a bit tedious at high school, and if your twin, say it was either me or it was my sister Lois, if they do something cringy, you've kind of you've got to, it's like this dilemma. You've either got to back them up, or you've just got to leave them be. And you go, okay, my social expiry date is on the cards here. Like,
do I just go, oh my god, loser to my own twin?
Do I join in with the bullies and go, aye, what a prick? Lois's name, right? Lois. Plain and simple to me, but a lot of the time in class and things, teachers would read our name in a strange way, like Louis, Lewis, and I was the first person to go, "Way, get off here!" And the whole class would like laugh at her, ha ha ha. And then
my sister would get home. I've seen a different side of you.
Yeah, she'd get home and she'd be to my mum, "Oh, Rory was not nice to me in class today." And "Oh, get over yourself, Louis." I think she hated being a twin.
But now that you're older, do you have a close relationship?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, do you tell her everything? Does she tell you everything?
Yeah, it's a good. It
must be hard being a girl and a boy though as well.
I do think it would be worse being two boys actually, or two girls. I think if you're identical twins, I think I know what you were talking about earlier. I think there's a lot more riding on that. Whereas if you're a boy and girl, you've got some differences there in social aspects. But if you're exactly the same,
it's hard to find your identity.
Yeah, if you're cool, you're both cool. If one of you isn't, both of you.
Because just because you're this, you look the same and your same genetics doesn't necessarily mean you've got the same personality.
True.
So in saying that you two are close and you talk about a lot of things, putting it into this dilemma, if old Louis was auditioning for something like X Factor, and say your parents or family, cousins, friends were supporting her and saying that, and you knew deep down that she wasn't good.
God bless her. Like, I mean, yeah, put me in exactly the same shoes. Lois is a terrible singer. Right.
You're not though. You can sing.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is true.
Funny enough, I actually, when I was younger, I actually auditioned for X Factor. Did you know that?
Did you?
Yeah.
I auditioned for the very first. This is how old I am compared to you.
Pop
I auditioned
Idol.
for Pop Idol.
Oh, you didn't? I was like 7 or 8 when I was
fuck off.
well young in that.
Shut up.
I would. Because this is funny because I'm a twin. I think I would tell her.
Would you? But how would you tell her?
If it was her hopes and dreams.
Yeah, but you've got to think about this, Rory. If it was her hopes and dreams, she's going to get some either Simon. Well, she probably won't get Simon Cowell or.
But no, if they're that tragic, they'll be on the telly.
Well,
that's the thing.
She's going to get the whole nation being like, "Are you fucking for real? Like, you're shit."
Yeah.
Do you want that for your family member, or is it worth that? That awkwardness of going, "Listen, mate, you're not good."
If I think back to the times when she was, if I was like a person to hold grudges, which I'm not, I don't think. If I held grudges and I thought, remember that time we were 6 and you did that to me, I'd be like, go ahead, do it. You sold me out to my mum.
Go fuck yourself up, yeah.
I'd say tell her. Tell her she's terrible.
And how would you say it? Would you be like, "Listen, Lois, you're shit. Don't do it."
Don't do it.
Would you?
No, I wouldn't. I don't. I'm trying to be like, I'll put my foot down and be like, you're terrible and for the greater good, but part of me might want to see her crash and burn.
Oh my God, I love that side of it.
It'd be funny though.
For me,
I remember that time you did that, you embarrassment.
Do it. Oh my God, I love it. So in conclusion, just let him do it.
Yeah, do it. Right, go.
Right, okay, you ready?
Yes.
So this is Rosie, 31. Nice to see that demographic out there. I feel like I've had enough of 24-year-olds.
24-year-old know-it-all.
Thank you, Rosie, 31.
Thanks, guys. That's a bad name.
Peterborough. Okay, hi, Jess. I'm in a relationship with my dream man, but it's slightly complicated because we work together. We hate sneaking around, but are worried what people will say. So, do we tell our colleagues?
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
Is that a little bit close to the bone there, Rory?
Not at all. I know what you're talking about.
So, we've got some funny stories about you and Nadine.
Oh, God.
You, Nadine, haven't we?
Yeah, there's a few.
Because it's quite, I remember like dropping Nadine home and then me being like, "Rory, where am I dropping you?" And he was like, "At home." And I was like, guys,
basically,
I know you're going to sneak around the corner in 5 minutes. You just want to get out of the car at the same fucking time.
Yeah, to give people some geography, basically, because of where we shoot and stuff and the place that we stay, a lot of us stay around a particular area of Liverpool.
Yeah, we all drink at the same
I literally stayed the street over from Nadine, and it got to the point, it wasn't just you as well. People would drop us off, so we'd go out and somebody would drive. This night it was Jess, and she'd drop Nadine off at the house, and I'd just sit in the back seat being all quiet. And I was sitting there sort of twiddling my thumbs, and I thought, nobody knows. This is the best kept secret ever. Nobody.
The worst, I may add.
And Jess just turns around, bold as brass. "Rory, get out the fucking car." I know what's going on. I was absolutely
it was
mortified.
It was almost like those the other instances that we'd all be sat in the pub together, and it was like, oh, I'm going, see you later, bye, and then 10 minutes later, the other one would go, ooh, well, I think I'm going to go. And you're like, really?
We did that. It got to the point where we'd do that in the pub. And Nadine, I'd leave fast. Right, guys, good night. It's been a blast. Take care. And I'd walk home, and I wouldn't even say bye to Nadine. Like, I wouldn't even say cheerio.
Yeah,
because
rude.
I thought, the game's up. I thought the game's up here. They know if I say bye. So I go home and I get a text from Nadine saying, "Are you talking to me?" She'd done so it was more hassle than it was worth, actually.
I think the thing is as well, like, I totally get where you're coming from, because especially in a work environment, sometimes things can get misleading, or people can take things what they want from it. But at the same time, like, actually, no one cares that much.
No, like, that's the thing. No one actually gives a monkey's.
As soon as it comes out, you soon realise that nobody actually gives a fuck.
Yeah,
because people care so much more about themselves and their lives. But to you, because it's a secret, you're in your head.
Exactly.
You fill it up and you're
that's
like,
the most important thing, because when you're sitting there and you think you've got something great going on, and then you start telling people about it really early doors, people can have a massive impact on that too. Yeah. So you want to keep it your own little secret. It's quite nice having your own little thing.
It's a little bit sexy.
Oh, it's sexy. It's sexy as hell.
I like that idea of, like, we're creeping around, it's a secret. And do you know what? I know people, like, and this doesn't relate to you or to other, but I know people that have been in that situation before.
Yeah.
And once the secret's out, they've not worked, because actually their relationship has relied on this kind of, like, this is kind of fruity. Like,
especially like in this industry in particular, like, when people know and the game's up, I think for some people it can be a major turn on for people, that sneaking around. And I mean, we used to sit like in the quiet green room. And, unlike myself, don't take any clues from me. But when we used to sit in like the quiet green room and no one was there, and you'd sit and you just like touch their leg.
Oh, I've sat in that quiet green room.
How mischievous. There's a wee kiss on the lips and things, and you go, this is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, but when everyone knows, it's just kind of boring.
Yeah, I know, but then there's the excitement of, is somebody going to walk in? Do you know what I mean?
It's like danger wanking.
I recommend it. It's fantastic. It's very exciting when it's a secret.
I was going to say, like, from my position, like, I've never been in this position before, but you have. But for mine, I would say, obviously, tell people when you feel. Also, you've got to feel secure in that relationship, haven't you?
Yeah, it's a defense mechanism as well.
And tell everyone, and then all of a sudden break up, because that's embarrassing as well.
Exactly, it's a defense mechanism. And if you're seeing each other for a couple of months and you think this is great, and then you tell people, and if you work with everybody, you work in an office or whatever, it's wildfire, isn't it? It just spreads like that. And then before they know it, by the time it gets to the last office block, you just split up.
Yeah, embarrassing, cringe.
And everyone's like, I'm so happy for you. And you're going, well, he cheated on me the other night.
When people propose on social media and the next time you see them, they broke up. Cringe.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, what I would say is, if you're at that point when you go, listen, right, we're in this for keep, like, this is a good relationship, because obviously you can't fucking predict everything, but we're in this for keeps. And my bit of advice from being a bystander of this, that once it's out there, what you will begin to realise is that people are happy for you, and also going back to what we said, no one gives a shit. Yeah. And when it's all out there, in the end, people just go, oh, you're together, all right.
Thinking about it, it's happened recently actually at work, to the point I got really embarrassed, because somebody at work, they're together, and I'm sure it's out now, but even now I don't want to say just in case, right? This is what I mean. I spoke to him when we were in the makeup room. I went, I'm really happy to hear about you, and and then I felt myself going like bright red, and I was going, oh my God, was I supposed to know that? But I put my foot out of the line here, because there's gossip ensues, and it's that way that you think in your own little bubble between the two of you.
I can't believe
nobody
that you're
knows.
talking about Adam.
Don't throw me.
What do you mean, Adam and Sophie?
Stop it.
Shout out there to you guys.
Adam and Sophie, they are together. Yeah, I panicked when I said to him, because I thought, maybe I'm not supposed to know.
Okay, so in conclusion to that, I'm going to say, at the end of the day, tell them. Nobody actually genuinely gives a shit. And once it's out in the open, it's yesterday's news.
I agree in some aspects, but if you're enjoying it just being used to, it's the man of your dreams and he's as happy as you are, keep it to yourself, because the secretive part is actually really good. It's really nice. He's even putting his sexy voice. You know what? No, I think keep it to yourself, because it is class. It's a nice feeling, and when you feel it's both right to say, let it out, because by chances everybody already knows anyway. So enjoy it while you can, basically.
Well, thank you so much for coming and talking to us today. And I think the only way to end this is to do another double dares.
Oh, okay.
So what I'd like you to do is close your eyes, dig deep into this. I'm actually going to pass you one.
You pick me one. If it's a brown one again, I'll be absolutely fuming.
And we're going to, on 3, just do this again.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, mine's really nice.
Snot.
What did I get? It's lovely. Melon. I don't know, it's pink and it's fantastic.
Oh my God, I got snot and I'm going to have a wee because I need a wee so much that's made it like me actually nearly piss myself.
You've been listening to Dilemmas with Jess Ellis, and we hope you've enjoyed this podcast. If you have, you'll make Bob the dog very happy if you could click subscribe, give Dilemmas a rating, and also leave a review on Apple Podcasts too. And of course, if you've got a dilemma, then get in touch via the Dilemmas socials @DilemmasJess on Instagram and Twitter. Finally, don't forget, nobody's got their shit together and you're doing just fine. Thanks for listening.